I am connecting in the superconscious field of information to help my brain get a more clear understanding of the rewiring that I am asking for. Thank you. So in this attunement, I am talking about the liver and our body's capacity to heal, the wisdom within the body, the intelligence. So I'm talking about this healing process of moving from threat to safety. As we begin the attunement, I'm thinking about what threat has been alive in my psyche. What threat of the body am I not perceiving that the body can resolve on its own? And do I even believe that the body has the wisdom to complete this cell danger response in my organs, in my body, in my mitochondria, in my cells, in areas that I'm not even consciously aware of? As I remember that it's a change in voltage that moves a cell from one stage of cell danger response to another. So how can I increase this voltage, this vibration, this frequency, and interrupt it with a new frequency as good and safe and trustworthy? And how can I trust what the body does as it starts to detoxify and repair? It might be a little uncomfortable. All right. Take a deep breath, and let's begin by coming into the heart. Into the beautiful heart, and breathing a 5-second in and a 5-second out. Coming into this moment, nowhere to go, just be right here, right now. Noticing what I'm sitting on. Noticing the sounds in my environment. Noticing my feet touching the ground. Noticing my breath. That's right. Then just letting go. Being right here, right now. Breathing into the heart. Imagine a line of light from your heart going down your body, down your legs into the earth, and grounding your energy into Mother Earth, connecting every cell of my body to Mother Earth frequency, connecting my mitochondria and its voltage, its frequency to Mother Earth frequency, the Schumann's resonance of trust and safety. I imagine the earth sending its frequency back into my body, into my heart, just being connected to nature. Then I imagine being connected to the source, to the divine. From my heart up through the top of my head, all the way up into the sky, to the field of information through my superconscious. I am connected to the intelligence of nature, to the intelligence of the divine, to the intelligence in my DNA to resolve any protection response as I move back into health. I give permission to connect my higher superconscious self for the purpose of an attunement, to decrease my sense of fear and improve my sense of safety, to allow my body's self-healing mechanisms to occur. Very good. I'm going to begin this attunement by bringing a vision of my future self. This is a self, let's say, a week from now, 2 weeks from now, a month from now, a year from now, and sooner, where my body is in relief mode. And I know that my body is already there in relief mode as I've been doing these attunements for a few years now. And my cells are breathing again. My mitochondria factory is alive and producing energy for thriving purposes. And my organs are at top capacity in coherence with divine, aligned, perfect health. And I am living my purpose. I am living the purpose of an identity of a healthy person. I am living the identity of wellness, vitality, health, from the positive state. And we are just thriving. And I am thriving. And I give the image to my mitochondria that I am a marathon runner. I am at the track, walking and running. I am a writer. I'm an author, successful author, inspiring people all around the world. I am happy. I am a life guide. I'm a traveler. I am adventurous. I'm someone who enjoys life and beauty. And I love giving workshops, teaching from a new paradigm. And I am thriving in this new, alive body that has returned home to me. And I feel good. My cells feel safe to thrive, to live. As I send instructions to every cell of my body of this is what it's like to live. This is what I want to live for. And they calm down the inflammation, the protection, that it's safe to live again. And what that feels like in my body when I'm running a frequency voltage of I'm safe to live and live my purpose. And I want to live my purpose. It feels blissful, carefree, full of life, vitality. I can do anything, go anywhere, anytime. Excited to just be living healthy, normal. And just know that I can get up and go anytime. Such a carefree feeling of freedom and independence. with this smile on my face and joy in my heart. I feel at one in wholeness with who I am. And in this timeline where there is no limitations, I imagine that I am free to live my purpose. And what that feels like on a cellular level, my cells are happy and gurgling and smiling, and they're going about their business, working together, carefree and full of life, free and ease, such ease, so much ease in my body. It's calm and joyful, feels good and harmonious, harmony. Because I have the relief that I get to do what I want. I get to do things I love every day. And then I just let it go. So now we're going to bring up what's been keeping me from that. What's been keeping my cells in protection and hiding from others, not communicating, guarding, expecting threat. So what message maybe have I been sending unconsciously or consciously to instruct my nervous system to protect? Higher self, higher superconscious self, please bring forward the original event that is causing these cells to stay stuck in a threat response. It's all about memory structure. What is the original event? The original event. Fear of being seen and heard. Because as a child we weren't allowed to exist, or we would get beat up by our father and ignored by our mother. Fear of leaving the church due to my mother-in-law taking her love back. And then me getting anxious to take the steps. Fear of living without Paul when he died to this world. Fear of speaking my truth. Fear of not being supported. Fear of being adult napped when I was 20, 21. Fear of losing everyone in my family because I'm no longer willing to hide my authenticity, my truth. Fear of illness, coming back and never truly recovering. Fear of not understanding these lab results that Dr. Scholl gave me. And fear of not knowing if I'm on the right path in healing my body. Superconscious higher self, please bring forward this memory file into the active experience. Open up the file and let's make edit. Treat this and make a massive change in history from this day forward with love and respect. Thank you. Now let's show the limbic system that this is a memory that happened in the past. This is not happening now. This memory is keeping the body in threat mode, or these group of memories. So superconscious higher self, please show the limbic system the difference between the past and the present, and that it's safe to let that memory go, and that it's safe to resolve it, and to see this new reality that it's time to heal to completion, It's time to be free. It's time to move on. It's time for the war to be over within my body. Superconscious higher self, please resolve and dissolve and rewrite, recode, repattern this memory. Treat it, make a massive change in history. And the best way to be seen by the conscious adult main personality, and a new way to be seen by the subconscious in a new way, and to send new signals to every cell of the body that the threat has passed, and that I am ready to live again. And that was then, and this is now, and it's time to complete my healing process. It's time to take my running, my walking to the next level. It's time to take my driving to the next level. It's time to take my body to the next level. It's time to believe that my body has the intelligence to do this. Breathe through the heart and imagine sending a message of safety to every cell, to every mitochondria, to every organ and energy system in the body. Message of safety that it's time to live again, that it is safe to live again, because I'm safer and better off letting go of the past than letting this threat go, letting the diagnosis go, letting go of what happened, and trusting in my body's wisdom. That's right, just letting it go. I'm imagining breathing into my cells, and I'm starting to open up and just breathe just a bit, expanding on the inhale, contracting on the exhale, breathing wider and wider as the mitochondria is raising its voltage. That's right, just letting it go, turning the threat alarm down, turning the alarm down in my mind, turning it down in my emotions, all the way down to myself. We are okay. I am okay. Even if things are imperfect in the body, I'm better off and safer, getting out of threat mode, trusting the body's wisdom and resolving this infection, this toxin, this injury in the organs through relaxing and learning to live again. And this is the message that I send to every cell of my body over and over. I'm safer and better off relaxing than being in fear and trying to figure it out. Now I'm moving into cell danger response recovery process, where I start to rebuild and I start to live again. And I start to create new habits for rebuilding. And I think about what habits I will need to start creating to bringing in new life force into my mitochondria. What patterns? Movement, more movement, gentle, loving movement, stretching, strength training, eating differently, foods and teas that support healing the liver and the organs and the cells, living my values every day, connecting with my loved ones a few times a week. Higher superconscious self, please highlight the habit or way of living that would make the biggest difference and moving through the stage of rebuilding. Make it conscious and bring it to the forefront. What do I need to do differently to begin to send signals that I'm safe to rebuild? Some ideas are to eat for self-care, food that nourishes the organs, breathe, ground, stay honest with my heart, trust its wisdom. Be happy. Enjoy drives. Smile, laugh. Rest, recover, PMF. Meditation. Brushing my teeth, taking a shower. Thank you. I'm safe to live, and it's time to start moving. It's time to start being myself. It's time to start shifting that identity. It's time to live even though I feel imperfect. It's time to trust that my body can rebuild. While I live, my body can and will rebuild while I live. Higher superconscious self, please resolve and dissolve all resistance to this habit and choice. Help the conscious mind and the subconscious mind know that we are safer and better off choosing to do things to rebuild the body and live the values rather than staying in the illness identity of protection. Resolving all resistance all the way down to the cellular level. Teaching the cells it's safe to rebuild. It's safe to begin rebuilding, to letting go and letting the threat pass. Starting to move energy into the cells. I imagine my cells opening up portals to begin to receive nutrients, to begin to receive right, proper, aligned communication, and to begin to excrete toxins and let go of the past. As I see energy moving in and moving out of the cells, and the mitochondria signaling the safety, beginning to get the factory back on board, beginning to make energy to thrive, to detoxify, to rebuild, to find purpose. So I see my cells breathing and moving energy in and out of my cells. As we do that, we start to move into communication with our neighboring cells. And I imagine as we move into this stage of self-danger response, we start to move into communication with our neighbors. The cells, the organs, the tissues, the muscles, the blood, the lymph, everything that I'm not aware of that keeps this body going, starts to communicate with each other, allowing the voltage inside of our cells to still change and shift, coming back into heart-open communication community, sending signals to other cells. Yes, it's time to live again. It's time to live again. Cells, it's time. Let's join together. It's time to live again. Sending signals to the liver, to the gut, to the brain, to the skin, to the kidneys, to the heart, to all organs of the body. It's time to come back into coherence. It's time to live. It's time to fly. It's time to thrive. And this is done in community through cooperation, through communication. And as you can see this vision inside your body, as you see your life force starting to flow through your body to all your cells, how can I live in community externally? And begin to give back to mentor others. Begin to be involved begin to signal safety to my family, to my loved ones, to my dogs, to my environment. How can I begin to do this in an external way? And I see myself doing that now. As I'm going out on the track with Paula and Frank, and as I'm talking to people in the community, I feel safe. Emerging back into the world, moving energy in and out of my heart, receiving and giving, expanding energy. This is how I heal, by choosing to come back into love and into purpose. Step by step, bit by bit. Higher self, please bring forward any parts, memories, or any resistant personalities inside my psyche that are afraid to come back into communication, that are afraid of rejection, that are afraid of being misunderstood, that are afraid of being invalidated for being sick at all. Bring those aspects forward and take them off for an attunement on a subconscious and unconscious level, letting all of these aspects of the psyche know that we're better off and safer coming back into community, because this is how we get our health back. We're better off and safer navigating the complexities of relationship, because this is how we get our health back. We're better off and safer learning the lessons of love with our heart and our heart wide open than in protection, attuning all levels of the psyche to this stage response of moving from threat into calm, into safety, of rebuilding, and the safety of coherence, harmony, community connection. And I bring to mind my initial vision of my future self now, from the beginning of this practice. And I'm thriving. And I see myself living purpose. And I imprint this frequency into every cell of the body, that I am adventurous, I am purposeful, I am a creator, creating books, creating cards, creating courses, creating workshops. I am a creator doing things with ease as I run my marathon. My body is strong and I am full of vitality and energy. And health is my legacy. And I feel good as I live, as I thrive, as I travel. And I go further and further. And I am strong as I lift weights, as I do Pilates. And I feel every cell in my body receiving this message. My rainbow with a heart and a rose, an eagle flying out. This is what I have to look forward to, see myself living and thriving, and living a life of trust, of living my values. And having completed this response of moving from threat into safety and into purpose, higher superconscious self, please continue to remodel all memories, all aspects of the psyche, of the subconscious and the unconscious that were touched on today. Continue to send messages of safety to all cells, to all meridians, to all organ systems, of how to move through this healing response, to remind the body what safety feels like, to remind the body how to rest and repair. Superconscious higher self, treat and make a massive change history with love and ease, respect and joy. And everything that was covered today, and everything that needs to be from this day forward. Thank you, Superconscious Higher Self, for assisting in this attunement. I I imagine that I am filled with this white light and it is emerging through every part of my body, transmuting, guiding, and I am in perfect harmony. And so it is. Thank you.